Welcome to the show today. My name is Dr. Lotanna Okoye, and this is the RMD Live Chat, the Relationship and Marriage Dynamics Live Chat, where purposeful singles are seen, heard, and discovered. And the RMD Live Chat is a thoughtful, created platform, conversational platform. Also, is designed for ready singles who are intentional about growth and connectivity. Now, participants are interviewed through carefully thoughtful created questions, reveal character, values, and of course emotional intelligence, communication skills, vision for family, and again relationship readiness. Now this is an intelligent, visible program, of course platform that helps us to know personalities like this, and we're glad to have you today. So welcome to the show, beautiful lady. And what is your name? Please, can we start by getting to know you? What's your name?
Okay, thank you so much, sir. My name is Ezinne Thomasin.
Chukuma Ezinne. You are definitely from the eastern part of Nigeria, if I get you correctly.
Yes, sir. I'm from Ebony State,
Do
sir.
you, do you speak your language? Do you speak Igbo?
Yes, I speak Igbo, sir, but Igbo is not my native language.
Seriously? Igbo is not your native language?
Yes, sir, we have a dialect in my side. That's
Okay. Okay. So you need to be more visible so I can hear you clearly. Okay.
okay, sir.
So, would you like to tell us about yourself very quickly? Just something important about yourself.
Okay, my name is Ezinne Thomasin, and I'm from Ebony State. I'm a Christian. I work with the Africa Digital Academy as an admin and a teacher in the school.
You are a Christian and you are
Yeah.
within the educational space.
Yes, sir.
So what's your qualification? What did you study in school?
Okay, I studied French language. I studied French.
Wow.
Yeah.
French.
Yes, sir.
It's quite a lot
Under
that is
the
connected to French. Okay.
sir,
Under what? Under
I
what?
found that under language and linguistics department, but I majored in French.
Wow. Wow. That's a lot of job opportunity if you get it right. Because a lot of organizations, companies, international organizations, they are looking for those that have the ability to speak French.
Yes,
So
sir.
in your introduction and the little write-up we'll have here about you, you talked about the fact that you are an educationist, you're passionate about children. Could you tell me a little about that?
Okay, sir. I'm an educationist and someone who is very much passionate about the educational sector, and I'm passionate about children. Yes, I've actually done something like things, a lot of things that has to do with a lot of things that have to do with children. So yeah, when I was in NCC, when I was serving in my service year, I I was the Children Bible Club coordinator for the Nigerian Christian Corpers Fellowship. So, and
Okay.
yeah, ever since then, not even before then, I've always been passionate about children and teaching them, trying to shape their moralities, their growth, and self development and all. So
Okay. So in the family of how many? You are number what in the family of how many?
I'm number two. I'm the second child and the second daughter in the family of six children.
Family of six. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's not bad. That's fair. That's good enough. Okay, so you talked about the fact that I'm approachable, playful, and value kindness and honesty above all. What do you mean by playful? Can you talk to us about that? What's the meaning of that to you?
Okay. Well, primarily or ordinarily, when people look at my face when I'm not smiling, they tend to feel like, oh, this person might be, rigid. This person might be maybe unapproachable or something. But I'm actually very approachable. Like for people who have come close enough, and yeah. So and I just like to play. That's just the thing.
Okay,
Yeah, it's something that my
okay,
mom has always. It was even like growing up, it was a little bit of a concern for my mom, because she's like, you like playing, you play too much, more than all your siblings. So I think that's just what where it came from. But when I want to get serious, I'm actually very serious.
Okay, so you work somewhere currently. Could
Yes,
you
sir.
say that you present value at your workplace? If you leave that office today, are they going to miss you?
Yes, sir. They will miss me. They will miss me so much. Because actually, when my boss employed me, she was like, Ezinne, look, I don't see you as an employee. I see you like a sister. I mean, she even told her husband about me. Her husband was like, that's his family. She's not just here for the like money and all. She's here to like make us better. And since then, my boss, she calls me younger sister. She does not call me employee or something like that. Like she tells me that the hand what she like the hand she gives to me is not what she gives to every other person there, because she sees me as her younger sister because of my the value I bring there, and then my genuineness in trying to make the place grow and shine and all.
Tell me about your concept of marriage. What is marriage to you? Marriage has different dimensions in this day world. Some see marriage as a place I just go and throw away all my burden, on a man, and then he takes up everything. And so what's your own concept about marriage?
Marriage for me is where two wholesome people come together to achieve purpose. It's not a place where your one is saying, I'm going there to lay my burdens, marriage will make me whole. Marriage, but I believe it's something that marriage is an institution designed by God, the Maker Himself, and His vision for this marriage institution is to achieve purpose. So it means that the two people who are coming together should be whole. First of all, you should be able to be the kind of person who, if you have had previous traumas, you have healed. You're not coming here to seek happiness or to seek wholesomeness. So you understand that you're coming to make this other person a better person, because the Bible says that thousand to flight, meaning that their lives, but then it has to be that their assignments are malleable. It's not
Okay.
something that the wife is doing something different, and what she is doing cannot have any way to support what the husband is doing or something. And yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
it.
so what's your concept of a supportive husband? What do you think? A supportive husband to you, what does that mean? You ladies always want a supportive husband. So what does it mean to you?
Okay, a supportive husband to me is someone who can help me, who can, you know, um, I don't know whether to use the word coaching, but personally, I've always prayed that I will marry a man who would have coaching and leadership abilities, a man who can lead me to the complete and fullness of my purpose and vision. Yeah, so he can, whatever that takes to do that, whatever that takes for him to do it, whether it is resources, whether it is grooming, advice, listening to me, and all of that. Yeah.
Powerful, powerful. Okay, so let me ask you the kind of conventional question every other person will want to ask. What do you bring on the table? Or are you the table?
Yes, sir. I love the second part, sir. I am the table.
Okay, you are the
I am the
table.
table. Yes, sir. I'm the table. I don't need to bring a lot or something. I don't need to like, as the wife, my role is helpmate, help, support. So I'm not saying I'm bringing a lot of tables or something, but one thing is that there are values that I have cultivated for my life, and there are values that God has helped me, God has, trained me, and I've received from mentorship, from all of that. And I can say by God's grace, I know how to build a home, yeah, and make a man's life better.
Okay,
A man will not marry me and
okay.
remain the
So
same by God's grace.
what are your expectations? How do you manage expectations in marriage? A lot of people come with quite a lot. And when they don't find it, it becomes an issue. How do you manage expectations?
I believe before we got into the marriage, certain values and principles would have already been established, that this is my breaking point. This is to what extent I can take things. This is this, and this would have. It's one of the questions I'm going to ask the man who is going to marry me. What is your expectation in a wife? And I believe, by God's grace, you should be able to ask me the same question. What is your expectation in a husband? Coming to be led. I'm coming to be led. So he can also say, this is what I want. This is how I want this. This is what I expect you to do. This is what I want from, you can be like, okay, this is what, and I will respect what he wants. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so let me ask you, I was posing that question before, on in-law management. How do you manage the relationship with your in-laws, especially if you have a difficult one? How would you manage that?
First and foremost, I want to say that my husband is my priority. Yeah, he's not the in-laws I'm married to. Is my husband. He's actually my priority. So, whatever happens, I believe that he understands these people better. He knows them better, and they would hear him better or something. So anything that happens, I would always relate it to him, and I would take his advice, because he knows these people better and he knows exactly how to relate with them. I think that's basically it. I would always tell him that, okay, so this is what your brother is saying, this is what your mother did, and
So,
and I
so
believe he'll be a man of wisdom. So
hopefully, hopefully you don't get connected to a feminized man, because a feminized man is a man that has so much influence on him, especially from the family background, right? Especially if he's being raised by the mom, or he was raised by the mom, the woman is going to have so much impact and influence over him. All right, so I pray that really does not happen. Okay, but one more question around that, area. How do you handle family pressure from the both sides? Remember, now the word you said is not very absolute. When you get married, especially from the culture where you come from, you are going to be. They say you are not marrying the man alone. You are marrying us. That's their language. That's the language they use from the area
yes,
where
sir.
you come from. So you are going to be having some level of management skill to be able to coordinate a few things from your own family. How do you intend to manage family influence, pressure, and interference?
Okay, I believe this would be well managed from a place of being where you should be with your husband, which is, do not let communication lack in your marriage. Yeah. So, because whatever it is, I don't know what kind of pressure that would be or that might be, but whatever it is, I think we can always talk it out. If my mom does something that he does not like, I believe he should tell me. If he's able to do things I don't like or something, I expect to communicate it to him and tell him, see what is this is doing to me, and I don't like it.
Second to the last
So
question, what kind of marriage do you desire? Open check.
the kind of marriage I desire is born from the kind of man I desire, or the kind of man I choose. So for me, I want a man who is so much family inclined. What I mean by that is one who prioritizes family over anything, even ministry, over even ministry. Yeah, because I wouldn't want a situation whereby the man is absent. I'm going to do my best as a wife to take care of the home, but there are roles that I cannot do, even as a woman. It has to be filled by a man for the life of, for the raising of the children to be balanced. So I desire a kind man. I desire a man who is emotionally mature, a man who is hardworking, a man who, a man who values God, and a man who cherishes me. So if these values are going to be laid, and a man who leads with integrity, a man who leads with integrity. So I believe, if I believe when this man comes, if I get to marry this man, this kind of man, the marriage is going to be beautiful. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be spectacular. It doesn't have to be dramatic. I don't like drama. I'm someone who is forward, and I'm someone who, yeah. So
I thought ladies do like drama.
no, personally, I don't have time for drama. I don't. I love communication, and I love somebody who is emotionally mature to a very good extent, so that when I'm even emotional intelligence, so that you can understand me and I can understand you. When I talk, you understand what I'm saying, and marriage is basically partnership. And once I can partner with a man, the marriage will be beautiful. But it has to be, these values must have to be there. And me too, I also have my own values that I'm bringing. Yeah, by
Okay.
God's grace, as
The
you
last
said, you call
question.
them what I'm.
The last question is on financial management. What is that to
Okay.
you? Because it's in dimension. What is financial management to you? Is that something you subscribe to, or you belong to the class that say bring it, let's spend it, and it's going to finish now? We'll continue life.
I'm very big on financial management, very, very big, because I know it's a very big, important aspect of marriage. So, yeah, financial management to me, personally, I have ways I manage my finance or my finances. I divide my money or by percentage. I have a percentage that goes for expenses, a percentage that goes for self development, a percentage that goes for um, investment, savings, kingdom. So that's it. So I also want a man who is
So you're going
financially
to be a good
prudent.
manager. You're going to be a good
Yes,
manager.
sir. Yes, sir, because I know what God is calling me to do by God's grace, and I know that it's going to.
All right. Ezinne Chukwuma, thank you so much for your time. For those watching us, we have what we call the Ready to Marry course. You would like to be part of this, the link below. And if you'd like to connect with Ezinne Chukwuma, you reach us through the number and we can process that from here. I'd like to thank you for being part of this and wish you all the best as we expect to hear your testimony. All right. Thank you very much and have a blessed day.